Fade, man, reporting live. I hope y'all got that native message and things of that nature, man. Yeah, I'm just out here, man, enjoying the sunshine while I can, man, because it was a lot of wet, rainy stuff going on out here, man. I hope everybody's still in one piece and didn't flood, man. But I'm gonna get into a topic, man. I'm gonna get into some deep stuff, man. I'm gonna drop some jewels on y'all as usual. You know what I mean? The mud walker, the jewel dropper, is in the flesh, man, at all times, man. You know how we do it. So we still mud walker, the jewel dropper, man. You know what I mean? Anything changed, man. We out here, man, beating the pavement up. All for you is just for you, and only for you, man. I can't do it without you, man. So please subscribe to the station, man, and share the videos, man. We're gonna do something a little different this time. We're gonna punch in for a while with y'all, man. But this is just my intro, man. And I'm gonna have an outro, man. But in the middle of this stuff, it's gonna be a little different than I've been doing it, man. You know, we're gonna take you to the black Xbox, man. We're gonna hit the blocks with y'all, man. We're gonna, talk about this some stuff that's going on that's everyone's problem, because when it's one problem, if it goes ignored, it becomes everybody's problem. So the fuel is going down a little bit slowly, you know what I mean? But it always rises in the winter. I mean, in the summer, should I say? My bad, 1,000 parts on that. But we just getting into what we getting into, man. And we're gonna salute y'all. Y'all salute us, man. We're gonna give you some flowers while y'all here, and we're gonna keep uplifting this good stuff, man. And we're gonna take y'all to the back seat over here, man, and drop some jewels on y'all, man, and like 6.8 of them. So, man, I hope y'all been checking us out on Rap Fame. You know what I'm saying? We doing our thing over there, man, and we hope that y'all tuning in to us on Instagram. You know, United Ghettos 133, and we hope that you guys been tuning in to us here and staying in touch with us here, man, and getting this good information, man, and each one teach one nation. So, man, you know what I mean? We're gonna stay uplifted, man. Bless the riders to everybody that rose today, man. And get you some foundation, man, and be about it or do without it, man. But it's out here for you, man. Good neighbors, man, showing you, how to do it, man, and we just out here. Make sure I get everything, man, you know what I mean? Yeah. So we moving and grooving, man, and we doing it how we do it, man. So, yeah, we're gonna pause it out on y'all for a minute. We're gonna punch back in, man. We're gonna have clips on clips on clips. We're gonna put it together, man. We're gonna edit it up. We're gonna give it to y'all, man. It's gonna be a big box, full of jewels, man, and everything for you and your peoples. So yeah, man, now that we got all that out the way, man, you know what I mean? We're gonna carry on, man, and we're gonna get it right, man. And we're gonna tell y'all truth on top of truth, man, about whatever situation or whatever topic that comes to the agenda on mine, you know what I mean? But I got some topics that you know what I mean that I wanna pick at, basically like dig into and share them with you. You know what I mean? On trust factors, on friendships, and just on general communicating and general dealings with man, woman, girl, boy, whatever the humanity produces for you to deal with, you know, in your daily life, man. So yeah, man, you know, bless the riders to everyone like we already spoke to, but we always gotta get a props where the props is needed at, you know what I mean, when we having these discussions, man. So, no one don't be feeling less than or left out or nothing, you know what I mean? So we can keep it all civil and stay civilized with it, man, and still drop these jewels on y'all, man. So, we want to give y'all a little bit of this good weather before it get darker, but it get dark. It get cold, colder than a polar bear's toenail out here, man. There's a trip for it to look like this, and then say like in about another hour or two, you wouldn't even be able to tell that you had this type of day earlier. You know what I mean? From when you see at nighttime, it'd be frosty. Frosty the snowman, turning you into a snowman out here. But yeah, man, we just talk truth on top of truth, man. And we let bygones be bygones. And we don't hold on to grudges. And we don't hold on to situations that's, not going to do me, you, or nobody else any good. You know what I mean? If you have a disagreement, you know what I mean, you guys should be able to have the disagreement and agree to disagree and still be able to continue on. But a lot of people that you deal with seem to hold on to them grudges. It could have been something that took place, let's say, like a month ago. It could have like slipped your mind on whatever that it is that they're talking about. But it could have been a situation where you were talking about something, they brought up something, you gave them some information on it. The information that you gave them was different from the information that they thought. Your information came out to be the valid information, and they were like proven wrong, but not like, I know better than you and you know this than me. But at the same time, they still take it that way because you got to watch your circle, man, because a lot of people be close to you so they can watch you. The only person that can step to you or affect you is the people that you keep close to you. So the people that you keep close to you, make sure that they really close to you or keep them away from you, because if not, it causes conflict and problems, you know what I mean? Because every time you think that you finna go free, they gonna throw 2 more, 3 more hurdles in your way. And when you jump them, they gonna look at you like, damn, this nigga got over the hurdle again, okay? But in the meanwhile, they ain't gonna never let you know that they the one to put those obstacles there for you. You know, because people really are slow to give you a hand when you're on your ass to help you get up, but they quick to kick you in your ass when you're sitting down. You know, like how it's easy to get into things, but very hard to get out of things. So know what you're getting into before you get into it. You know, we're just gonna keep stating truth on top of truth. And like all these trees, like I was speaking on in my earlier videos and stuff, it's like affected, man, you know what I mean? You got some big, nice looking trees out here. This bit here, you know, if you know anything about trees, you can tell by the rings inside of the trunk. If you can see the trunk, but they falling from the roots, buddy. These guys are falling from the roots. You know what I'm saying? They dropping them like timber from here, man. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna tell no lie. We gonna tell all truth, man. You know, so they got it all taped up in you know, area, secluded area. You know, yellow taped off and stuff. And this was a big guy right here. If you guys can see, I hope you guys is getting it. I'm trying to, you know, give y'all the best that I can on stuff like this. You know what I mean? Just because it's here for us to do, and it's a topic that affects all of us. Because if it's going on in my backyard, it might not be going on in yours, or it already went on in yours, or it's coming to a ghetto near you for sure. Because you know, all of this population control, all of this what do they call it, sensors, all of this what do they call it, the curfew on the water and all this stuff like this. This is a part of a systemized plan that's already been planned for the days of these times that are coming to be, meaning that they haven't never got a chance to put martial law in full effect because the sheeple keep agreeing and not rebelling. They want to have rebellions so they can really put their foot down and keep it down. It's like this. You don't want to fight with no one that ain't going to fight you back. You know, you're just beating this person for no reason. So they don't just want to beat on us like that. They want us to strike up, stand up, and fight for whatever that it is that we think is right, wrong, or what it is to be. And then they can show you, hey, one law, one order for all, okay? And that means that no man is bigger than the machine or the program, so every man is expendable, because this is Uncle Sam's army, you know what I mean? And whether you in the army or not, you still in the army, because guess what? You are expendable when it comes to, if they need more space, if they need anything that they need, from body parts to whatever it is. So, you know, the people are being used as sheeple or cattle in so many ways, like they did, the original man, if you guys know your history. So the same Willie Lynch, same Jim Crow, all of those tactics and formations of how they were running their thing to show them how to make the people submit, to make the people agree, basically giving them an offer that they can't refuse type of situation. Yeah, it came from them. So they wrote these formations, right, to be used when time presents itself, right? So it's like how you have a backup generator? Well, they have a backup plan. Their backup plan is called world order. Their backup plan is called martial law. Their backup plan is called damn with y'all, and it's all about us. And you know that there's 52 stars on the flag, and there's 13 stripes on the flag. And just by any wild guess, if anybody is into this type of stuff, you know what I mean, knowing about their history and knowing about the country and knowing about other countries and knowing about war and knowing about guns and butter and knowing about all the natural researches of the earth, then you know what I mean, you might be able to answer this question that I'm trying to get to. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I'm sitting in the arena, man. You know what I mean? I'm in the stadium. I might be in nosebleed section, man, but I'm definitely in the house, man. So yeah, that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the truth. So the 52 stars and the 13 stripes. Why is that? Now, I'm just gonna enlighten you with it, a little bit of it, just to let you know, the situation. The situation is this: there's 52 stars. The stars represent for the 52 states that we have. So there's 52 stars, okay? Then you have 13 lines. Now, what are the 13 lines for? The 13 lines are for each one of the families. There's 13 of them, bloodlines that runs the whole 52 states. So the 13 lines are for each family's bloodline that runs the 52 states, okay? Now, I'm going to just leave it like that, cut and dry, and try it if you like, Google it if you want to, whatever turns you on, okay? So, yeah, man, we're here to salute the truth, man. We're going to tell truth on top of truth at all times, man, and sometimes you might lose friendship about telling the truth. Sometimes you might gain some friends. But, the truth hurts, and that's the truth, and you know the truth, man, so this is the truth on top of truth, man. Coming for you, man. The mud walker jewel dropper, man, coming from the Golden State, man. California. And we out here on this blissful day. We out here, it's sunshine and everything. And we're going to break it all the way into the sunset. You know what I mean? So we're going to salute that. And we're going to keep dropping some more jewels on y'all, man. So y'all just stay tuned, man, and get your peanuts and popcorn and everything, man, and get your beverages or whatnot, whatever turns you on, whatever floats your boat. And then we're going to talk about everything from whatever that we speak on is going to be true. We're going to talk about the culture vultures, and we'll get into some people that I consider to be, just from my opinion. But you know what my opinion is and what my opinion means, but I'm still going to use it. You know what I mean? Because freedom of speech, and I'm going to use my freedom of speech, and I'm going to use my opinion as well. But at the same time, though, it's just for me, my viewers, and other people that's curious, that does what their mind tells them to do, what makes logical, which makes common sense to them before they do. So some people just speak without thinking. Some people just do without thinking. But, we need to think before we do and know before we go. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way that makes sense. See, common sense is a thing that they erase away from you when they start programming you with this ABC 1, 2, 3 and Jack and Jill and what's the other thing that they like? The love story. You know, I'm not familiar with it, but you know the love story where, you know, it's Jackie Jill and then it's the other things, whatever that it is. You know, all those are like fairy tales because they're not stories because there's no truth to them. So it's not a story. It's not an actual thing that happened. It's a fantasy that happened. And you know, most of the operas and most of the fantasies that these bloodthirsty barbarian Scandinavians and Caucasians and Europeans do. You know, there's no need to dissect them and cut them all the way down because, you know, if you black, you black. So we're just gonna keep them all Euros, okay? So the Euros are bloodthirsty people. You know what I mean? And they like to seek, destroy, and conquer. Okay, so that seed has been planted into the sheeple. See, if you always recall instead of remembering, then you're going to be in trouble because it's easy to recall. But what happens when what you're going to recall on is not there for you to recall to, and you have no remembrance? Your only remembrance is the recalling. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we're going to remember and we ain't going to recall. And each one teach one nation, one hand wash the other. United we stand, divided we fall. This is the UGFA, man, and we in here, man. And you know this is a new year, and we still here, man. And we got work to do, man. And the work that we got to do is to uplift and you know what I mean, make a different way, man. Because if the message comes from me, then maybe it might catch one person. If the message comes from another brother, he's speaking the same thing that I'm speaking, but in his own formation and on his own, you know, will of the way that he does things, he might reach 10. Okay. And then another brother might reach 30. And we're all saying the same thing, just from different altitudes, you know what I mean? Just like fish, you got low, up, mid, whatever level that we on, long if we all are teaching and talking and living and applying to our everyday life all the things that we know to be righteous, all the things that we know that has been camouflaged, hidden, and rewritten and upholded for all negative and no good. Then you know what I mean? We are not supposed to let that happen. You know, and when one of our brothers, meaning one of our stars, that be anyone that's from our ethical background, man, from our culture, is being slandered by this media. See, one of the things that really like struck me since we talk about truth is the situation with Robert Kelly, with R. Kelly, and his allegations on what they said. They seen the tape. Everyone seen the tape. Whatever. Everyone have their own opinion or whatever. Okay, so my thing is not an argument. It's just something that I want to add to it. It's like this. Now, the parents knew where the kids were. The kids were not physically damaged or abused. Money was being transferred from this people to this people or whatever was going on. So all the parties were aware. And from my understanding, the girls were not not minors at the time that they took him to court for it. Whether it was or whatever it is, I'm not condoning anything that he did, but what I'm saying is this. What he did has nothing to do with what he's done, okay? So, here's the thing. If his music is being boycotted, his music is being taken down, his fans are not supporting him because his name's been slandered, then why didn't they slander their own in that fashion? Meaning Elvis Presley married Lisa Presley, rest in peace to the lady, her mother, when her mother was 15 or 14 years old and had the lady who just passed, rest in peace to her once again. And his music and album, his legacy, everything that he did and everything that he fought for or worked for was not slandered or even brung up or even judged for the things that he did to the underage woman that he married and impregnated, okay? So it's no fun when the rabbit get the gun, and by them not addressing that makes me think that they're not being equally justifying justice when it comes to something that's outside of their culture, if you understand what I'm saying. And then we can go even further. We can go into the allegations with Michael Jackson. We can go around and around and around. But the thing is this: it's being wrong, it's being done, and in the court of law, when you're in criminal justice, it's within a reasonable doubt. And when you're in the court of law and you're in civil, it's all you have to do is prove that damage was done. So the damage was done this. You found this guy guilty of allegedly whatever that went on with him, which is none of my business. He was found guilty for it, right? Okay. He could be found guilty for it. He should get whatever punishment that he deserved for being found guilty for it. That's the law. That's equal justice, okay? But what does that have to do with what he did last summer or what he did yesterday? That shouldn't be taken away from him. So OJ was stripped from his Heisman Trophy. Robert Kelly was stripped from his music, his fans, his whatever else that they stripped him from. Okay? Bill Cosby was stripped of some things too. But none of these guys that did wrong from, hey, I could go on, I could start with Elvis, I could start with Hugh Hefner, I can start with a lot of these people that are not from my ethnical background that has did crimes that were equal or even to be more severe than the ones that these guys are doing and getting away with it, and it's just swept under the rug, and nothing's never been said or done, and no one's never been prosecuted by it. Okay, so now that's just on a celebrity status. Now just think if you're of the same ethnical background as these guys just get mistreated, and you're not a star, and you don't have the resources and the finances that these fellas have. So what do you think you're gonna happen to you when you get into a criminal law with these people that scream that it's justice, but there's no justice, it's just us? Okay, so I've been in a lot of situations where I was wrongfully not accused. It wasn't criminal, it was civil. Okay, so if you go to a place and you're going through there in the airport, or you're going through the Amtrak, or you're going through the Greyhound, or you're going through any of these public transportation things, and you put your packages and bags on here, and some kind of way when you get to where you're going, you have a layover, your bags are not there and they can't find them, and then you go through the policy, you find a complaint, you go through all of the necessary things that they tell you to go to get your justice, to receive whatever that it is that you have due coming to you, okay? And they have cameras over everything, because if you were to rob them, or were you to harm them, or was you to brandish a firearm on them, they would have a camera stating what you did. They would probably even have audio, okay? But we're not going to get in that. I'm just going to state that they don't hold up to their policy. They play you. There's no phone to call. You call corporate. You do all of this stuff, and you still haven't got it. It's been 2 years, okay? Still no get back. That's one incident. This is the no justice, no peace of the American people that's here in America that are of the culture of being not a European, get treated very criminal, even if it's civil, okay? So you go to Western Union and you get some money sent to you. You don't have any ID, okay? So say for instance, okay? So when you don't have ID, anyone that knows that have ever dealt with this type of situation knows that you can put, a security code, right? Because they don't have any ID, okay? So when you put the security code in there, right? Then they're supposed to give you your issue and go from there. Just like if you had your ID, okay? Okay, so check this thing out, okay? So they have a kiosk machine that you go in there and you go to the kiosk machine, and we go to the kiosk machine, It tells you to push in all this different stuff like this. Boom. And once you get done with the kiosk machine and you did it correctly, it's going to tell you to take this piece of paper that's going to come out of the printer. Excuse me. Take this up to the cashier, and the cashier is supposed to take care of you and give you your currency, right? Okay, so you did all those steps. So when you go up to this cashier, he asks you, can he see your ID? You tell him, I don't have an ID. I use the password. The slip says that I did everything correctly in the kiosk machine. Did I do anything wrong? He say, you didn't do anything wrong, but the only thing is you don't have any ID. I say, man, I do this all the time. And matter of fact, I had just did it maybe 2 or 3 days I had to get it done. Okay, so this is my 3rd day, and I went to the store across the street, which is a Walgreens, and I usually go to Winn-Dixie. You know, this is when I was in Louisiana. So trip, okay, so the Walgreens guy tells me he can't give it to me, and there's nothing I can do. So, you know, I ain't gonna go into what I did, but I went, you know, I went there, and you know, came unglued because I ain't never seen a professional person like this. He didn't know what the hell he was doing, and he said, "It ain't nothing in there or something." So basically, what he did was, when it got out, I had no ID. So boom, when I took the thing to him to tell him to bust me off, he busted himself off, and I guess he must have bounced out because I said, "Okay, well, forget it," because they didn't give me nothing, so nothing was took, right? So I'm figuring I'll just go across the street to the supermarket and get my issue, because this dude is really like, you know, really like giving me a hard time for no reason at all. Okay, so to speed it up, to make a long story short, man, this guy never ended up giving me the money. I called corporate office. I did all of this stuff. I made a complaint. Okay, I get my money, right? But they still violated the Western Union code, because that's the fastest place to get money anywhere in the world. And my money had been there for 3 hours, and I didn't get my money until 5 hours later, because he did something and transferred the stuff around, but they seen that he never gave nothing to me, right? So I told him, I said, man, won't y'all rewind the tape back? He never gave me nothing, and you know, so the people at the supermarket tracked it down and figured out what was going on, but yet and still, they were in wrong. They violated their code. They should have compensated me for my time and for their bad, because it was nothing that I did wrong. No compensation on that. Nothing on that. Okay, just you get your money that was sent to you. And oh, my bad. And the luggage, oh, my bad. Right? I'm talking about everything I had. The only thing I had was the clothes on my back. They took everything. Never reimbursed me. Okay, that's one cookie. Okay, well, that's 2 cookies. So it's like, it's a lot of injustice going on out here. And if we don't stand up and have a platform for our voices to be heard, because, you know, you could call the news, you can try to go public, or whatever that it is, whatever floats your boat, whatever that you can do for your power. You go to NAACP and all this stuff. But you know what? No one wants to go up against these people, because at the end of the day, hey, they're not going to budge, and they're going to find a way to forfeit you, okay? When I was younger, I'm going to go to this subject right here. This is just truth on top of truth, and it's just situations being explained, and I know that probably some of y'all are familiar with these things, and it probably happened to you. So one more. When I was younger, you know, we were doing our thing and whatnot. The police come through, they jack you, right? When they jack you, boom, they rip out your pocket, boom, take your shoulder out your shoes, all this old weirdo stuff, right? Boom. They want to know why you got a pager. They want to know this. They want to know all this shit, right? Which ain't none of their business, right? They violate you. We ain't on probation or parole or nothing. They override it by telling us, oh, you're in a drug area. So we're in a drug area, so we're automatically subject to be, you know, tampered with and filled on and all that shit, and, you know, sexually harassed and all that, because, you know, you feel that we're in a drug area. Okay, boom. So by us being young and blinded to justice and blinded to our rights, we allow them to do what we do. Okay, so you might have $1,500, $2,000, $1,800, $600, $700 in your pocket, or whatever. You feel me? He gonna get it out. He gonna count it all up. You got 20s and 10s and 5s and 1s. Okay, it looks like drug money to me. Okay, so what they was doing was they take the money and they say, we're gonna put it in a bag and all this stuff. So they would have you sign a piece of paper, right? So the paper that they had you sign, they were telling you need to sign this paper so you could be able to come to pick your money up, right? That's what they tell you, right? Because this is how they plan with you. But this is illegal. Okay, you're a cop. You're sworn to hold justice, telling you that it's for you to pick your money up. But when you read it, it's telling you that you're forfeiting this money and donating it to the task force. So they were taking this dope money and donating it to their task force team or donating it to their self, whatever that it is, who knows, okay? Okay, so that's what they were doing. So you have to read things before you sign things, and you have to know that anything that the government got for you or anything that the government does for you ain't good for you, man. So yeah, man, you know what I mean? I'm talking, I must have got the ghetto bird out here, man. Let me hear the truth being speaking. Can y'all see the pilgrim in the sky, man? You know what I mean? The pilgrim flying high in the friendly sky. If y'all can see, you know what I mean? He could probably pick up my tower that I'm on or whatever, man. But we speaking the truth, man. And the truth shall set you free. So yeah, man, I had to let y'all see the pilgrim. He just ride through patrolling, doing his thing, man. So yeah, man, that's how the cookie crumbled on that, man. So just know, man, you gotta stay out the way and always make a way and always keep away. Never build your foundation on shaky grounds. And keep listening in, man. We got some more to go on this, man. You know what I mean? And if you guys stay to the end of the video, you'll get everything that got coming. But if you can't do it, maybe you can save it for later or whatever, or share it to somebody else, and maybe they can tell you about it, because you know what I mean. Sometimes that they could probably explain to you better, but if they seen it and it was interesting to them, then they can translate it back into you and give you your juice for the day to keep you uplifted and motivated and steadily elevation, you know what I mean? So to elevate, man, you know what I mean? Because we want to grow through things, not just go through things, you know what I mean? So yeah, man, I'm going to roll me up something, man, to get my head right, man, to go to the second chapter, man, because that was the first chapter of this, man. It's going to be 2 chapters. I'm going to do it in one. I'm going to call this The Truth on Top of Truth. I'm going to call this 2 chapters of the truth. 2 chapters on Truth on Top of Truth. For my viewers and my subscribers, the ones that I do got, the loyal ones that I do got, I appreciate y'all dearly. I can't do it without y'all. I always stress that it costs no money, just a little bit of your time. And you don't have to watch every single video, but just be sure to subscribe, man, and tell a friend to subscribe when you do share the video. So you know what I mean? We have a platform. If you have a situation like some of those situations that I explained, and the platform's here for us, because we're in the United Ghettos of America. You know what I mean? I can bring it to this. Instead of us going to the news, we could go to the social media, and then we can say, hey, man, this is the problem. This is what's going on there. And we can go out to the place, and we can pick it a campaign or whatever that we need to do. But we have a platform where enough people, enough viewers, and enough support to let our voices be heard. If you don't say nothing about the problem, you don't think they're going to fix it? Hey, a closed mouth don't get fed. If you don't say nothing, they ain't gonna know nothing, because they don't read minds. And if they did read mine, they don't care about your mind or my mind. So you got to put it on their mind. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's what we here for, man. We got to stand for something, or you'll fall for it all, man. So yeah, man, I'm gonna split this whistle, man, and I'm gonna get back in with y'all in a second, man. You know what I mean? And we're gonna keep it rolling, man. We on our way to the Black Xbox. You know what that is, man. That's the studio, man. That's where all dreams come to reality, man. So we're gonna dig up in there, man, when we pop back in, man, and we're gonna put a gangster lean on this thing, man. We coming from the capital city, man, and we doing it, and we doing it swell, man. And that's what it is, man. And we out here on this arena, man. And we out here, man. And we in the stadium, man. And get your front row seats, man, because we gonna talk chicken, we gonna talk bread, and we gonna talk guns, and we gonna talk butter on the second chapter, man. It's gonna get juicier and juicier, man, because it's a UGFA, man. It's the Mud Walker Jewel Dropper, man, you know what I mean? And we done beat the planet up, man, and we done been everywhere, man, you know what I mean, around these 52 of them, man. And the world's a ghetto, just like they told you it was. So believe it when they tell you so. So yeah, man, before I roll this flip up, man, I'm gonna tell you this, man. We deal with truth on top of truth. And if it ain't the truth, we can't use it. Anything we say can't be Googled. And it's facts on facts. And if I tell you that a duck can pull up a truck, then you better hook this little ass up. Yeah, man, we finna roll this up. We're gonna be back at y'all. Yeah. Okay, man, it's chapter 2 right here, man, on the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? And we in here, man. And we gonna talk about guns and butter and everything. I hope y'all still ready, because chapter 2 was coming in right now. That was chapter 1, and now we on to chapter 2, man. So, man, for those that's just joining, or those that just got tuned in, or those that just shared this video with you and now you into it, man, this is chapter 2, man. This is truth on top of truth. You be the judge. You know what I mean? So y'all gather around, man, for this chapter 2, man. Yeah, this is UGFA, man. You know, that's how we do this, man. Salute to the truth, man. Yeah. Truth on truth. I'm a solution, no revolution, nigga on the rise. They standing at the 50 mile, they sold it down the line. So I hit it, I planted it, I hit the shit about the spark. I'm gonna knock his ass out, and this is what we start. A million man ballot, the ballot on the bullet. We took it to the kill, took it. You fucking rookie, so we chew his ass up, hit his ass like a bit off the chain gang. He beat his ass up like clergy, you know what I'm saying, man. We ride. On this ass this time. They can put the riders, the revolution salutes like UVP and Geronimo Pratt. We got they back like the bitch got a ball strap. Get the snaps, but nigga, we need the land 30 acres in the building. Yeah, we're gonna talk guns and butter, man. Yeah, we switching places with all these racist faces. Put the crackers on the motherfucking pavement. Yeah. And now he's ass out. He's with the ass. So I told you that you know now what I'm talking about. So it was his fault when they chopped his ass off. Like fight his ass off. So you see David, did you when you see him, he was an ICQ. The way I do this, I'm on the ground. This is my fucking what? The niggas getting sucker. Get the cops. Pulling up on the black, get your ass. Long live him and chill. Salute the truth, man. I'm stepping out, say without a doubt, I'm coming for the little kid. You heard what I said, now rest in peace. To the ride, revolutionary soldiers to go. Revolution soldiers keep moving on. So the solution is not to be shooting, it's the ballot that the bullet. We in the White House and we do shit, doing what we wanna solution or revolution, nigga, rise to the prize. Yeah, man. So this is chapter 2, man. Long live Emmett Till, man. So yeah, man, the sheriff that was the one over the town in Mississippi where Mr. Till was assassinated at. The sheriff knew everything about it. The sheriff participated in the act, and they still managed to brush it up under the rug. So you know what I mean? There's no justice, it's just us. Now, what I want to talk about in this chapter, when I said I would get into guns and butter and all that stuff like that. So if you have the guns, then the butter is free, because you can take the butter from thee or he or she or whoever hell who possesses it, right? So yeah, if you looked at my video before, I spoke to y'all about that. But here's the thing like this, okay? So the Euros have the gun, and we had the butter, which is the land, because you could eat off the fat of the land. That's the milk and honey and butter. you know what I mean, the land of milk and honey, you feel me? Until it was stripped and raped from all of its natural resources. That's what all of this war and all of this trickeration that this Euro is doing with his conquer and destroy is see, conquer, and destroy, and set up a base and keep an eye on you and then befriend you. You know, the same thing that he did, you know, all through history. But that's neither here nor there. And we solutionary, revolutionary brothers. So we just said keep your eyes on the ones close to you. Okay? And the government is closer to you because he get his dollar before you see yours. So he's closer to you than you can think that he is without even seeing him, okay? So just know that too. So, you know, if we're gonna be a people, we're gonna have to stand because the government and all these politicians and legislation and law officers and paramedics and things like that, they work for you and I, meaning our tax dollar pays for them to give us the service that they are supplying to us. Okay. And they're probably underpaid, but they're probably underpaid and overworked. But that's the job that they took on, and that's what it is. So there's no reason for you to be blinded by the entities that you have to pay into that see their dollar before you do. When you're the one working, when you have to wait a week in the hole, 2 weeks in the hole, or a month in the hole, however your pay period is, once you begin this thing, and they want you to give them the benefit of the doubt and trust them, but it's also to keep claws and ties on you because if they owe you, then you're going to show up. If they don't owe you, then you might not show up. Okay? And that works two ways. So they working to use it for their advantage because it's about them, because they're not interested in you. They're just interested in the labor that they can get out of you. If they're not getting physical labor, they're getting mental labor, and they're getting your time. So I'm going to talk about milk and butter, guns and butter. So here we go. Okay, so if you got a job and you work 40 hours a week, right? Okay, so you work 40 hours a week. That's just either you work 14s or you work 8 hours a day. You know what I mean? 5 days a week. Okay, so if you only have, see, a lot of people don't understand this. If you only have 12 hours of light and 12 hours a day, which equals your 24, you don't have 24 hours in a day. You have 12 of day and 12 of night. Okay? So if you take 8 out of your 12, that leaves you 4 of your daytime, right? Okay, so with that 4 hours, you got to come home. You have to do what? So out of a month, a year, how many hours do you work and how much time do you spend doing you, relaxing with the family, or whatever it is that your livelihood consists of once you're not at work, okay? But your livelihood wouldn't consist of too much if you wasn't working, so you wouldn't be making the money. So your time is money, and your time needs to be spent in a healthy, relaxable environment to really make it be relaxing, because you can go to sleep, but if you didn't relax, then you're still going to be tired. So basically, if you only have those 12 hours in a day and you're giving them 8, that only leaves you 4 hours to take a shower, eat, maybe interact with the family for a minute or whatever. It'll be time for you to lay it down and rewind the tape and do that stuff all over again. And then on the weekend, you might have to, do this or do that. But you know what I mean? So you're living for the weekend. So on the weekends, you really only get Saturday is the whole day you get to sleep. Then Sunday, you know what I mean? You got to start winding down to get ready for Monday. So if you're giving them more hours of the day than you're giving yourself and giving your family, then you're cheating yourself out of life. But I'm not saying nothing's wrong with doing that because you do need to provide. But these are the things that causes sleep deprivations because you're exhausted and you don't know that you're exhausted. And you're programmed and you're a workaholic because you're programmed to get up, to work, to go, to run. Yeah, so they programming you to just keep running like a machine. And you far from a machine, man. So, I'm just bringing these things to your attention, man. So, if you know better, you can do better. And if you think better, you might do better. So, it's just a heads up on what's going on. So don't be fooled, man, and don't get lost in the sauce, man. And never judge a book by its cover. And always know that there's always more than one way to do everything. And time reveals everything. And don't worry or take too much time trying to correct or even negotiate a conversation with the play haters, the hatefuls, because the hatefuls are not to be negotiated with, and they're not to be even to allow them the time to occupy any dwelling in your mind, which is your space. So you just let them go one end out of the other. Hey, how you doing? Whatever, because you already know where they going with this. If you said it was hot outside, they'd say it was cold. If you said it was cold, they'd say it was hot. You know what I'm saying? So when you are around people that everything that is said or done comes to some type of competition, then if it's just from walking to the store, oh man, you can't walk farther than me. Or, hey man, I want to put something on the grill. Oh man, you can't grill better than me. I mean, that's right there. I mean, it's not nothing wrong with doing stuff in the midst of trying to have fun, in the midst of trying to have fun. But see, they're not trying to have fun. They're trying to compete and big them, little you, and you know, steal some of your glory or your fame or whatever that it may be that they're interested in. Because hey, whoever put it on the grill, long as it's done, I'm with it. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter who did it. I don't want to slave over the hot grill all day long, sweat, didn't it smell like smoke? But if that's what turns you on, then go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? Because the best way to compete is not to compete. You know what I mean? I'm not competing for nothing. I'm not in a hurry or a rush or anxious of anything. You know what I mean? So that just keeps you complete, because just because you in this world don't mean you have to be of this world. Because two wrongs don't make a right, and sometimes you gotta stand on your own thoughts and your own inner person, instead of relying or looking for someone to be your lead or to follow someone else's lead because the grass look greener on the other side of the fence. You know, that may be the case, but when you get over there, it just might not be the case. So know what the case is before you leave the case, because everything um, has seasons and times. You know what I mean? There's a time for harvest, and there's a time for planting. And so you need to know the time of the season that it is in your life. From what you do, from your cycle of how you uh, maintain your status on whatever it is that you do. But know that the world goes round. It's not flat. Know that there's 12 hours a day and 12 hours a night, not 24 hours in a day. There's 12 hours a day, 12 at night. Use it wisely to the best of your ability. And if you cheat yourself or someone steals any of your time, you can't get the time back. Okay? So that's what happens in a lot of situations. One of the parents is working all the time, or both of the parents are working all the time, and the kids are, they're old enough to like look after one another and take care of things, until you guys make it back. But at the same time, though, on hand work is the best work, instead of dictating on the phone. Hey, do this, leaving a letter. Hey, you guys need to do this, do that. But if you're right there, it's a different thing, because they'll remember the time that you spent, but they won't remember the money that you spent or the things that you bought with the money that you spent on. So the time is more cherished than the things that you buy. So know this, you know what I mean? There's no book on parenting. I'm not giving you a book on parenting. I'm just giving you another look at the valuable things in life, like time. Time is the most valuable thing that you have one of the most valuable things that you could have besides your health. So health gives time, and time will give health. Each one teach one. One hand washes the other. Stand for something or fall for it all. And keep your eyes on the prize, which is you at all time. Salute to the station. We finna get up out of here, man. It's been my pleasure. And maybe next time it could be y'all's. I thank y'all for staying tuned to the end of the video. And sometimes, it's better to be silent and thoughtful than to speak and remove all doubts. So that's the one to grow on before we get up out of here. And salute to my subscribers. We're going to get up out of here, man. This is the UG of A, United Ghettos of America, man. Coming to a ghetto near you soon enough, for sure enough, man. Jewel dropping, mud walking as usual. And we're going to get up out of here. And we'll catch y'all on the next one. Sunset salute. Peace.